Oh, hello and welcome to NotJesse Does Art. I'm here in my mom's art studio, and today we're gonna be doing some pastels. I wanted to paint, but she said no. So, got this lovely orange paper here. We got this fresh pack of pastels. It does say that it is not suitable for children age 0 to 3. So I'm hoping it won't be a problem for me because I turned 3 like a few months ago. So fingers crossed. So yeah, we're just gonna get into this painting. I think I'm gonna do kind of a landscape. You see, we got one of my mom's paintings right there for like inspiration. I don't think I'm gonna be like copying it, but you know, it's there so I know what trees look like. You know, so yeah, let's just get right into it. But before we do begin, I just want to say that unfortunately my last subscriber plug did work, so we're doing it again. This time only 26% of people who watched my last video weren't subscribed. So if you are new to the channel and you want to see more of me, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Also, if you want to see more of me for some reason, you can follow me on Twitch. I stream there quite often, trying to get a schedule going, but I'm very lazy. So yeah, all right, let's just hop right into the art. Right, so here we go. We've got our paper. We got our beret. I got this beret a long time ago when I was in Paris. So I thought I'd wear it, you know, really French it up. I actually am fluent in French. You didn't know that? So I think we're just gonna get right into it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm hoping that won't be a problem. So I'm thinking we go for kind of like, you know, I think we should start off with like the sky, right? Because I'm pretty sure you work background to foreground. That makes sense because it makes a lot more sense to draw like a sky and then a cloud than a cloud and a sky behind it, you know? So I think we'll try and pick the best sky color. Go with this nice light blue and just sort of art. I don't know why the paper's orange. She said that's really good for pastels. So I said, all right, so I guess we have to cover all of it unless we want it to be orange, you know? So, art. Yeah, so I'm gonna try. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of hoping I can, like, you know, kind of just go with the flow, you know? It's vibe time. Yeah. I do have, this video is different because I actually have, like, stories planned in advance. The first story that I wanted to tell was the actual, like, the time that we went to Paris, when I think I was probably maybe like 13 years old, I want to say. No, I was probably younger than that. I was probably like 10, right? And I went to a French school, like a strictly French school, from kindergarten all the way up until grade 7. So from kindergarten to grade 7, I was taught like exclusively in French. We had like English lessons. We had like English class, but it was like a French school. I'm not gonna drop the name of the school because I don't want to give them the clout. But it was yeah, so it was an entirely French school. So I am technically fluent in French, although I'm way worse at French than you might think. And then when I went into high school, I still took like French. I graduated with like a French and English degree or whatever like that. It doesn't actually do anything, by the way. It just looks cool. So yeah. So when we went to Paris, or Paris if you don't want to sound like an asshole, neither of my parents spoke any French. So they were like, "Oh, Jesse, you know how to speak French. You'll speak French for us." And I said, okay. I got blue on this thing. I was supposed to. I don't think I was. But me being like really shy, did not like speaking French to French people at all, so I hardly did. Can I smudge it with my finger? Is that a bad idea? I didn't enjoy speaking French that much, so I tried to avoid it as much as possible. I can't imagine my parents like sending me to a French school and then we go to France and I just hate speaking French. But one thing that I'll never forget in France, not because it was good, but it was the time that we went to the Louvre. And basically what had happened in the Louvre was that my parents had told me that once we were done in the Louvre, we could go to Disney World, you know? And so I obviously really wanted to go to Disney World. So I kind of like I tried to like rush through it. Because I didn't really care about art at the time. I don't really care still. But, you know, I kind of just like rushed through it. Try to get through, see the Mona Lisa, and then, you know, head off to the land of dreams, you know? So, basically, long story short, I get lost. I get lost in the Louvre. I hate, just this whole thing. My parents end up finding me, and it turns out that I wasted so much time getting lost that we couldn't go to Disney World. So I was pissed. Oh, that was a good time, good trip. I enjoyed it. We stayed in it was like the first time we ever stayed in kind of like an Airbnb type beat. And it was pretty interesting. I remember that was like kind of the first time I was like, this pillow has feathers in it. That's strange. Apparently it's just like kind of like what happens. So we've kind of got like our sky here. I'm trying to like do kind of like some rocks, I guess. Some rocks like over here, trying to do a bit of a thing. Rock. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of freestyling it, you know? That's the beauty of art, is that you can just kind of do that. That looks shit. A little bit of a darker brown. Just try and like do something to these rocks, make them look a bit cooler. Try and fill them in, give them like some detail or whatever. You know, it's art, man. There's no right answer. Some could argue that this isn't art and that it's just an asshole with some pastels, but you know, I'm wearing a beret, so it's art. So I only ever took art in school, in like high school, like once, because it wasn't like a mandatory class or anything. It was like an elective that you could opt for. So I took art when I was in grade, like I think I was in grade 8 when I took art. I didn't really enjoy it when we had projects that were like very specific, where it was like, take this picture and copy it using like this method. I was like, why can't I just do my own picture? But they did let us like do kind of like our own picture, like kind of like near the end. What it is that you had this, like, you took this picture and then you drew a grid over the picture, you know? And then you'd put your own grid on like another piece of paper, and using that grid, you kind of like try and like copy the image, like make your own image. And so most people, you know, made a pretty small little, you know, nice little picture. But for some reason, me, being egotistical, decided that I was gonna take the biggest picture, like the biggest piece of paper I can find, and I would just like copy it onto that. So I did that. I chose this picture of Calvin and Hobbes. So I did this image of kind of like the both of them holding these dart guns, and I thought it turned out really well. It's currently just like on the wall outside my room if I'm smart enough, I'll put a video of it over me talking. And I just think it's a pretty cool thing that I did. Pretty proud of that. It's one of the only art pieces that I actually enjoy that I made. So I'm trying to do like some grass. We'll get like kind of a base layer down, and then I'll come in. I'll get a bit of a brighter green, and we'll just do some accents, so a bit of lighter green. You know, up in here. Maybe I'll get a bit more brown and try and maybe do like a bit more detail over in here. You know, maybe do some like things, little rocks or something. Art. Alright, this is actually like, you know, not looking too bad. There's not much depth. I don't know how to fix that, but I think we'll maybe start with I'll try and do something here. Not sure yet, and then we'll try and use like some trees over on like the right and left. I also might try and get some different blues in the sky. I'm noticing that might be a good idea. Maybe we'll get like a bit of a darker blue. Just kind of like go over like here. And then maybe we'll take like there's too white for a reason. Maybe we'll try and like put some white up here. Art. That blue looks bad. I don't know how to fix that. Can I blend it? Oh, kinda. Oh, that's better. I'm not sure if it's good to get this stuff on your fingers, but I can't imagine it's that bad. I can just wash my hands. Oh, this looks way better. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this for a bit. I'm an artist. This is fantastic. Yeah, so it's kind of filling in those holes that were created like in the thing. I'm thinking that maybe that's by design. Oh, that's really nifty. That's cool. It's like mixing with the white at the top. Okay, I get it. I get what we're doing here. I remember a while ago. Like this was years ago. I was a lot younger. Like this is definitely after the Paris trip though. But a while ago. I did this thing at I'd say it was a class at this local center where I lived, where basically it was like a week-long thing, and you went and you would just go after school every day and you paint this skateboard. Like this, they'd give you a skateboard deck and you would paint it, and then you get this really cool skateboard deck at the end. Kind of like a neat little art thing. And then so I did this like twice. It was really fun actually. I really enjoyed it. And I remember the first time I did this big like dragon, like breathing fire. It was actually really neat. I don't think I did a great job, but given how young I was, I'd say it was a pretty good attempt. Quick little editor's note. I found the skateboard. This was the first one that I made out of the two. It actually, like, given the fact that I was probably like 14 maybe, I actually think this looks pretty sick. I really like the clouds here at the bottom, and then just like the face is a bit, meh. I think the face is where it's kind of lacking, but like this flower, I think it looks sick. I'm proud of this. Maybe should I be an artist? I don't know. So yeah, I'll be auctioning this off. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I'm actually pretty proud of this. There's my name at the bottom. Yeah, just to prove that I did this. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's go. And then the second year, I did this sort of like Peter Parker style thing. So I did this red background with all these like spider webs, and then I wrote like my last name on the board. And then I remember when I was finished the board, I was really excited. I kind of wanted to put like trucks and wheels on it, and kind of learn how to skate. And so one day after school, I get home and I just see that the skateboard is right at the entrance with, is this a good green? Yeah, it's pretty good green. With all of these, with just completely set up. It had like trucks and it had wheels on it. And my dad had actually gone out while I was at school and got the skateboard all set up for me. And I was it was so sick. I was so excited to go and start skating. But the problem was I was really proud of the art that I had done on it. So I didn't want to scratch it. So I kept trying to figure out ways to protect the board from getting all dented and shit when I did ollies. I just couldn't figure out a way to do it, so I never really used it that often. And it's just a real big shame because it was such a it would have been fun, but I really liked the board and I didn't want to ruin it, you know? That's pretty lame though of me to I maybe should have just done it, you know? Maybe I should have just skated it and not cared about the art. You know? Also, another thing that is kind of art related is something that people don't realize too often is how much kind of art that you need for a Twitch channel. And if you guys don't know, I stream on Twitch, NotJesse, link in bio, if you want to check that out. But something that people don't realize is how much art you need for a good Twitch stream. You need an offline screen, all of your borders, all of your overlays, all of your emotes and your sub badges. And some very nice friends of mine have done a bit of artwork for me in the past, but a lot of the artwork on my channel is done by me, which I'm sure you can tell if you go over there and look, because it's all shit. But it's really funny because I would just whenever I would need a thumbnail, for example, I would just go and make it. My last thumbnail I made in Photoshop, and all of my friends would roast me for it, Jesse, what on earth was your last thumbnail? Because it was just me pointing at me with a red circle around it, the classic YouTube red circle. And I was like, what do you mean that's just a thumbnail? What's wrong with it, you know? It's kind of working, you know? We got kind of triangle, foreground, background. We got our rocks, which actually turned out pretty sick. And then we got we're gonna make some more trees over here. Not too sure. Maybe we'll put a lake in the middle. That could be kind of neat, like a pondish. So we'll see what happens there. I think we'll put a couple more trees over here. Maybe add some depth. Maybe this one will be a bit shorter. Tucked away behind here. Then we'll grab our green, do all the leaves. This is pretty fun. I should do more art. I should auction this piece. $700 starting bid. Wouldn't that be a time? And then maybe we'll add some taller, a taller tree just up over here. And then we'll put another tree taller than all of them going up, just like that. So that we'll just grab our green, go back in. Something like that. Do the other side. Bit of a curve in this one. Try and really, naturify. There's no right answers in art, but this is definitely wrong. I missed a little bit. It's fine. We'll make it up for it. Epic. Alright, so now that we've got this side more or less done, we'll move on to the left and the middle. I'm not too sure what to do. Maybe we'll put like a hill over like here. So we'll just kind of like go over like this, and then it can come down. This over in the background. And then we'll put a bunch of trees on this hill. You know, it'll just look kind of cool. You know, just kind of art type stuff. Looks more like a roller coaster on camera. But it'll look good, I swear. And even if not, it's just art, you know? So yeah, we'll put some trees. Should I try and draw like a moose? I think that's a bad idea, but I don't really have many others. So I might have to go for the moose idea. I think that at least is like interesting, you know? So we'll try to get like, you know, fill in our grass. Over here there'll be a bit of a clearing or something. I'm not too sure how this part of the thing is gonna work. Just kind of like this or something. A vast field for the moose. Also, I'm gonna try and add some more definition to like this because I feel like that's pretty bland. So we'll come in with like some gray. Try and like add maybe a few more rocks over like here. And fill that in just like that. And then we'll come in with a bit of brown probably. Try and give it just like some detail. And bring it to the foreground. Okay, now the hard part. You're gonna try to draw a moose. I don't know if you've ever seen a moose. They're very large land mammal. So I think we'll probably go with brown, and we'll just kind of send it, you know. So first thing we're gonna do, I think we'll start with the. I feel like legs is actually maybe not the best place to start off, but maybe we should just put the head somewhere like around here. So we'll try and draw the moose's head, just like that, and then kind of goes like up a bit. That seems a little bit too big, but I think we can make it work, you know. And then he's got a decent long neck. Yeah, this will be fine. And their legs are pretty skinny, they come down like that. This moose has a really big head. We'll just have to live with that. You know, that's not half bad. I'm not sure how well it comes out on camera. Ah, that looks fine. Wow, man, gotta do antlers now. That's not gonna be too easy. So from what I can remember, moose antlers, they're pretty wide. It's funny, there's actually a town in Canada that's just called Moose Jaw. And I drove past it recently because I kind of drove across Canada with my mom. That was a pretty fun trip. And we drove past Moose Jaw. And they just kind of have a really big moose statue that you can see if you're driving through. You know, those antlers actually don't look too bad, if I do say so myself. That's actually, you know, I rate that. And then we'll just fill in these antlers just like that. Oh man, look at those. Look at me go. Look at me arting it up. Aha! All right. So now, we gotta finish off our happy moose. So we got, I think we'll go with this brown for the moose. I'm gonna try and do an eye. That's not gonna be easy. That's not bad. And then we'll just color in the moose. This is what moose look like. It needs a tail. And then we'll just, I'm worried that it's gonna be hard to tell the different. I don't know. That's actually not bad. That's pretty good if I do say so myself. As a self-proclaimed really good artist, that's a moose. Back to that old habit I have of singing random songs for seemingly no reason, other than I felt like it. Yeah. And there we have the moose pretty much finished. We'll do some blending on the moose, try and, really just get them all looking moosey. Yeah, out of all the mooses I've drawn, this is definitely in the top 10. I don't really know what else I can add to this paint. This might be the final product, but I think it really captures what it means to live in Canada. Yeah, I think I might, I think that I don't really know what else I can add to it. So I might not try. Well, maybe we should add like a log here. Yeah, I think a log could fit really well here, and then that should probably be pretty good. So we'll just quickly do that. And I think this painting will be pretty much done. We'll just put like a bit of a log. Yeah, just finish off this log right here. If there's a random cut in this, it's because my friends called me while I was recording. So, you know who you are. So yeah. I am, after this, I'm gonna go film some Jackbox with them. So hopefully there'll be a video on that later in the week. And yeah, should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. We'll get some final shots of the art, and I think that's a wrap.